Welcome back to Veil of the MTG for some casual Artisan EDH fun with some Artisan enthusiasts, including Marshall from the MMCast channel. All the cool links and decklists can be found in the description box below, but on the topic of podcasts, recently I was on Marshall's show where we answer all of your burning Artisan EDH questions, so check that out, and now onto the game. Tim, take us away.
Alrighty. I'm playing Radiant and Siani, so I've got the Air Force here. We're going to attempt to just, play some flyers, be the fair deck, counterspell a couple things. Go ahead.
So I've got Tetsuko Umezawa Fugitive. So gonna try to do lots of attacking in unblocked and maybe some curiosity effects to draw a whole bunch of cards. Myriad Landscape, tapped and pass.
All right, hey, I'm Marshall. I'm going to be playing Quintorius, Field Historian, so going to be digging up a bunch of spirits in Boros colors. And I'll play an Alpine Meadow, tapped, and I'll say go.
And I'm Def of Veil of Death MTG, here to sacrifice everything for value, because that's what my deck does, by playing a mountain into a Faithless Looting. I hear no mental missteps.
No. Sorry.
I'll drop 2, and this...
I've been known to mana tithe people, but not today.
I'll discard a Murderous Red Cap and a Forgotten Cave, and I pass the turn.
Drop return, play an island, play a Signet, and pass.
Halimar Depths tapped. Reorder the top 3, and pay 1 for a Skull Clamp, and pass the turn.
Skull Clamp, alright, that's some value. I'll play a mountain, and I'm gonna tap 2, and I'm gonna cast Thrilling Discovery. I will discard a Griff's Boon and a mountain. I gain 2 life, and I draw 3 cards. Alright, that's good. I'll pass.
I find Skullclamp such a powerful card that I didn't include it in my deck just to balance my deck out. I will play this foil command tower, go into a Dusk Legion Zealot, which when it enters the battlefield I draw a card and lose a life. I pass the turn right there.
I think I'm just going to get the air parade started with Siani. Go ahead.
Alright.
Play an island for turn. 3 for a Library Larcenist. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. I think I'm going to cast Shenanigans and destroy that Skull Clamp.
Okie.
And then I'll play an Axe Guard Armory and say go.
I will play a Swamp, go get my first blood, hitting Marshall for 1, since you did gain life. And then I'll play a Gravelighter.
Alrighty.
And I'll pass.
Play a Jubilant Skybonder, and then I'm going to foretell a spell. That's it for me.
Alright.
Island for turn. 1 and a blue for Tetsuko. 2 for Rogue's Gloves. And pass the turn.
Alright. Oh, well, I'll play a Plains Soul Ring. Let's get my commander on the board. Quintorius, Field Historian. I'll say go.
The Soul Ring play. So good.
Well, I had my play, it's like, oh, this is what I'm going to do on turn 4. And then you draw Soul Ring. You're like, guess I'm just going to jump to turn 5.
I'll cast a Blood Pact targeting me, which means I draw 2 cards and lose 2 more life. And the 1, and the 2, Swamp, Soul Guide Lantern. ETB,
You want a Soul Guide?
I would like to target your Shenanigan.
Okay, so Shenanigans gets exiled. I can't do anything about it, but Quintorius sees it, so I get to make a spirit.
Pass the...
Let's attack Odd for 2.
Okay.
And then just recast Siani. That's it for me.
Play an island for turn. Equip the Rogue's Gloves to Tetsuko. I will attack Marshall. On combat damage, I will draw a card. I will pass the turn.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a Naya Panorama. I'll activate Griff's Boon's ability to return from my graveyard to the battlefield. We'll enchant Spirit, I think. Quintorius sees a card leave my graveyard, so he'll make a Spirit. I'll go to combat Quintorius at Tim, and I'll swing the Spirit at Odd.
I'll flash in Threnody Singer. So it's going to get -X, -O until end of turn, equal to my devotion to blue, which is unfortunately merely 2. I will not block it though.
And then I will pass.
Seems that me hitting myself deters me from being attacked. I like that. I will draw a card. I will, from my graveyard, cast Faithless Looting again. And I will draw 1, and I will draw 2, and I will discard Anger and Implement of Malice. I'll become a pacifist and I'll just pass the turn. Oh.
7 mana. Let's get big R on the board. She's a crawl worm, but flying. Yeah, we'll trade a little commander damage, Marshall. How about that? I got 3 in the air coming towards you. We'll scry 1. I'll leave that
All
on
right,
top.
I take 3.
And I'll pass.
All right, add 5 mana. I'm going to spend 1 of it on a Tide Shaper Mystic and 4 on an Oval Chase Dragster. I'm going to crew it with the Mystic and go to combat. Tetsuko at Marshall again, Threnody Singer, Death Magic, the Dragster at Tim. Draw a card on combat damage. Pass the turn.
Okay. I'll start with a Fuming Effigy. All right, I'm definitely gonna swing Quint at Odward, and I think I'll send this Spirit at Death Magic,
I'll take the 4.
and then I will pass.
End of your turn. Sacrifice my Soul Guide Lantern, paying 1 to draw a card. I'm not having much luck on the mana, so I'm gonna do something unexpected. I'm gonna do main phase Unexpected Windfall. And as an additional cost, I will discard this Weaponcraft Enthusiast. I'll draw 2 and make 2 treasures. And then I'm going to play a Swamp, cast a Viscera Seer, pass the turn right here.
We'll just go straight to combat and attack. I'll send 6 at Death, and we'll send 3 at Odd. And I'll scry. Does.
I will
Scry
block.
2 because of 2 attacking flyers.
I will block with my face.
Love it. Death fears no angel. Alright, and then we're going to drop down a quick Mind Stone, tap that, a little more mana for a Elite Guard Mage. I'll gain 3 life, and draw a card. And that's it for me.
Pay 3 for Teferi's tutelage. So I'm gonna loot off that. Tim, you can mill 2. This card didn't say please. Crew the Dragster again and go to combat. Tetsuko again at Marshall and the Dragster at Tim again. I will draw off Tetsuko, and this time I guess we'll mill Death.
Nihil Spellbomb and a Swamp.
Land for turn is Mystic Sanctuary. Comes in untapped. Only target is didn't say please. Pass the turn.
All right, into your turn, I will crack Naya Panorama to go get a Plains. Here we go. Also, at end of turn, I will tap 1, and I'm going to cast Purify the Grave, targeting Naya Panorama. I'll make a Spirit, trigger Fuming Effigy. Each of you take 1. Also, still at end of turn, I will flash back Purify the Grave. It will leave the leave the graveyard, ping each of my opponents, make a Spirit. It will target this mountain. Then this mountain will leave my graveyard. I'll make another Spirit, ping my opponents 1 more. Okay, untap.
3 2s? What is this, limited?
They are 4 2s, and actually, they are 5 3s. I'll play Phantom General.
I will counter that with Arcane Denial.
Well, I'll play this Boros Garrison and pick up a Plains. I'm gonna send 2 spirits at each of you.
I'm gonna block 1 of them.
I'll block 1 spirit with the 2/3.
Okay. So then you each take 4, and I lose 1 of my spirits. I will pass. Beginning of Vale's turn, I may draw 2 cards.
I may draw 1.
Who's getting milled?
And I will mill Tim 2 cards.
Go for it. Oh, look at those action. A wash away? Damn.
I will draw a card. Oh, okay, I'll sack 2 treasures. That also counts as 2 sacrifices, which I'll count up here. And I will cast First Day of Class.
Oh no! Oh, please, one of you counter this.
And I will discard
I mean, game recognized game. I got first day of class in this deck too, so.
Scalport Merchant. I will play a mountain. I will cast Blood for Bones. As an additional cost, I'll sacrifice Gravelighter. I'll put Murderous Redcap onto the battlefield and return
Oh no!
Dusk Legion to my
GG
hand.
skis.
And
Okay.
it will enter with a +1/+1 counter, shoot Tim for free in the face, and then I'll present the loop with the Viscera Seer where I will
Yeah.
murder
Okay.
you all.
I do have a response.
Okay.
I can stop this. So, so first, you're going to come in, you're going to shoot Tim.
Shoot me
That's,
+3, is that right?
that's
Yeah.
cool. And then you will sacrifice to Viscera Seer.
Yeah, Viscera Seer.
When Persist trigger is on the stack, I will now cast Orim's Thunder with Kicker, Disenchant Dragster, and I'm kicking it to kill the Viscera Seer.
No! I will sack it to itself to scry, which I also have a scry on from that, but I'll just scry. I'll leave this card on top of my library. So Murderous Redcap returns after my Seer has died, sadly. It will shoot for 2 Marshall. I've sacrificed a total of 4 cards. I will cast Dargo.
Ooh, Dargo. It's also the first day of class for him.
Yeah, so he gets a +1/+1 counter, and he already
I
has
love homeroom.
And then I will
Look what I brought to show and tell. It's a giant lobster.
I will cycle Barrenmore to draw this card, and I'll go full force towards Marshall for 8,
All right, I guess I'm just going to take 8.
and I'll pass the turn.
Alrighty, we're gonna go on a reconnaissance mission to attempt to find ourselves some interaction. I think I'll send Siani and Radiant at Marshall.
Block Siani with my Flying
I
Spirit.
gotta scry. 1 sec. Alrighty. Nothing there.
So then I take 6, go to 19. These guys are going to trade.
Reconnaissance mission triggers. Draw a card. Guess I'll play Bounce Land. Bounce an Island. Good. Pass.
Okie dokie. When I draw, I guess I will give Marshall some fuel in hopes that
snaps.
it saves some spirits coming at me.
I'll mill Lightning Greaves and Milliken.
We'll go to combat. Send Tetsuko at death or one point of damage. Draw a card. Mill Marshall again.
All right, I mill a Mountain Valley and an Ash Barrens.
I will tap 2 for an Everflowing Chalice with 1 counter. Tap 2 for a Necropede. I will pay 1 for a Springleaf Drum, and then pass the turn.
All right, untap. Keep draw. Okay. Definitely think I play this command tower. Return Griff's Boon from my graveyard to enchant a spirit. Trigger Quintorius to make a spirit. Trigger Fuming Effigy. Each of my opponents take 1. I'm going to activate Axeguard Armory, I think. Sacrifice Axeguard Armory. Search your library for an aura card and an equipment card. Mask of Memory and Spirit Loop. I'll play a Lotus Petal. I'll sack the Lotus Petal. I'm going to cast a Spirit Loop on my flying Grift Boon to Spirit.
Do not say please. Counter and mill 3.
I milled Song, Mad Treachery, Shepherd of the Cosmos, and Lorehold Excavation. I think I need to just pass.
I'm gonna cast Fire Giant's Fury targeting Dargo. Well, Dargo goes to Marshall for 10.
Yeah, I guess it's worth it. I'll put all 3 of these spirits in front of it. I'll end up taking 4.
They kill each other. Ow.
Yeah.
And I exile the top 4 cards which I can play until my next turn, which is a Dire Fleet Hoarder, and a Braid, a Rapacious Dragon, and a Swamp. So I will play the Swamp, cast Ardent Elementalist. I would like to target Blood for Bones.
Yep.
And pass the turn.
Actually, end a turn. I think I'll crush Contraband on Grip Spoon and Rogue's Gloves.
No!
So let's start a turn up. I think I will deploy the Raven form on Redcap.
Yeah. Bird is a bird.
Deploy a Thirst for Discovery. Draw 3, then discard 2 unless I discard a basic land. Discard an island. So let's go to combat. Let's send Radiant at death.
I'll block with the bird that you gave me.
Post combat, I'll play a Soul Cipher board. Play a Path of Ancestry. Good.
Yeah, I'll mill Death.
Mountain and Shambling Ghast.
For a Marrow Harbinger, I will get Marrow Commerce.
Right.
I'm gonna tap Tetsuko with Springleaf Drum, and then 3 more for a Turtle Shell Changeling,
Turtle Shell
and pass the turn.
I'm going to cast a Mask of Memory. I'm going to equip the Mask of Memory to my spirit. I'm going to declare my attack step. I'm going to swing this at Tim.
I will do nothing.
Okay, so
And
just
just take
take
the
4.
Yep,
I
I took my
trigger
4.
Mask. I draw 2 and discard 1. I will discard this Mountain. I will play Faithless Looting. Draw 2. I'll discard a Pilgrim of the Ages and an Arcane Signet. Play a Plains. I will then pass.
Draw a card. Swamp. Cast Hate Mirage, targeting Ruinous Effigy and Radiant Serra Archangel.
Okay.
I'll make the Archangel a bird and Fuming Effigy a thrall. Move to combat with these 2 for 8 over at Marshall.
Response before blocks. Tap 6, and I will activate Pilgrim of the Ages ability from my graveyard to return it to my hand. And I'll make a Spirit, and I'll ping each of my opponents for 1. I'll block your Ardent Elementalist with my Fuming Effigy then.
Alright, so that one dies, and you take 6 in the air.
Yeah.
I'll cast Blood for Bones. As an additional cost, I'll sack my copy of Radiant. Well, okay, one of them is gonna be the Ardent Elementalist, and the second one's gonna be just in case the Viscera Seer, which will come to my hand. And then Ardent enters the battlefield and targets Blood for Bones.
Love it.
Okay, now we take another point of damage.
And
Oh, okay.
I will move to my end step. This will get exiled, the token, and these will go into permanent exile.
Activate the board. Look at 2. I have to put 1 in my graveyard. Put a Plains in my graveyard. All right.
You know what you have to do, Tim. But
What's that?
But do you have the power to do it? I'm trying to meme Star Wars.
Do I have the will to destroy Marshall? I don't know. Cast myself an Heirloom Blade. Pay 1 mana to put that blade onto our favorite, our Queen Radiant. I think I'm actually going to send it to death here. At 9 damage. Let's see, you get off easy. Get a card off of a reconnaissance mission. Or an Empyrean Eagle. Other creatures I control flying get +1/+1. I'll move the blade over to the Eagle. And that's it for me, so go ahead, Odd.
Oh, drawing a card. Let's Marshall, are you tapped out?
I am.
All right, you can mill 3 more or 2 more. Sorry, 2.
All right, I milled Return to Past Caller and Anger.
A blue for a Triton Shore Stalker. 2 more for Marrow Commerce, and then I will go to combat.
Just give it a second for the video to catch up.
So yes, this one's going to be coming at Tim.
The
And
2/3.
The 2/3.
Nice.
Now I'm gonna send everybody else at Marshall. I have effects before damage. Change the power and toughness of the turtle.
So that's 6 on Marshall.
It
Or
should
the
be
Necropede.
7.
It should be 7, exactly.
Okay.
So
Doesn't
7
the
on
Necropede
Marshall.
deal
And...
in effect.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
You get another turn.
Oh, snap. I got 1 poison on me.
So at the end of my turn, I will untap all my merfolk.
I'm going to cast an Electric Revelation. I will discard this. Sure, I'll discard this Plains. Draw 2. I will flashback Electric Revelation. I will discard this Pilgrim of the Ages. I will make a Spirit. Each of my opponents take 1. I will draw 2. I'll play Terramorphic Expanse. Crack Terramorphic Expanse again. I'm going to play a Phyrexian Furnace. I'll activate Phyrexian Furnace to exile Thrilling Discovery from my graveyard. Make a Spirit. Each of my opponents take 1. Sacrifice Phyrexian Furnace. I'll eat this Terramorphic Expanse out of my graveyard. I draw a card, I make a spirit, each of my opponents take one. So I will go to combat. I will send all 5 of my spirits at Tim, and that will be that.
I guess get lifelink for my team. So this says 3 power because of the eagle.
Okay.
The eagle has 5 power total, so
You'll
I
gain
gain
8 and then take 12.
yep. So -4.
And
Is
I
that right?
assume you'll block the one that has the mask on.
Yep. That's the intent. And I guess
Okay.
I'll also just like tap this to give this protection from I don't know. Nobody has any untapped mana. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah. So both my guys die. I get the Soul Cipher board triggers, so 2 counters come off of the board, and then Heirloom Blade. Let's see how far I have to tunnel in order to hit a bird or a spirit. Huh. I guess we get to look at the deck too. Spirit Pirate, here we go.
Yeah.
That was a
Alright.
Spectral Sailor.
I guess I'll tap 1 and equip a mask to one of these spirits in the event that I get to untap. And then I'll pass.
Draw.
Just gotta present another loop.
Yeah, well,
We know you have that Viscera Seer.
that's since I lost Murderous Redcap, I have no loops left. But I will try to dig for something. As we say, dig for change. And I'll start by channeling a Reinforced Ronin into my graveyard to draw a card. I'll tap for black, cast a Chromatic Star, tap another black to sack Chromatic Star, add the black back, draw a card. I'll use the 1 and another 1 to evoke Shriekmaw, which will target
Also blockers.
Radiant. No, it will just die. But it will evoke it for 2 mana and kill Radiant.
Alright, in response, I'll flash in Spectral Sailor. And then I'll tap and untap creature I control flying and give her Pro Black.
I knew he's gonna do that. But it sacrifices itself, so that's 2 sacrifices. Cast the Zealot to draw a card and lose a life. I will cast the Viscera Seer. Sacrifice the Legion. Scry. Keep that on top. Sacrifice as an additional cost the Ardent for Dargo. And send the Dargo with haste over at Tim.
Too bad. Alright, you got me.
Kaboom.
Springleaf Drum, and Everflowing Chalice, and Myriad Landscape to search for 2 islands. All right, so drawing a card for turn. Let's. Oh God, who? I guess let's see a little more of that Marshall Graveyard swinging around at the bottom of the playmat.
Oh no.
I will mill Near Hearth Chaplain and a Myriad Landscape.
Alright. Before you do any more actions, OD,
Okay.
we have to wait for your video to catch up.
And to maximize damage, we will. So I'm going to send the Triton Shorestalker at Marshall, and I'm going to send Tetsuko, the Turtle, and the Harbinger at Death. I'm going to turn the Command Tower into an island, and change Turtle Shell's power. Oh, it is Xaxes. I miscounted. 1,
Boom.
5, 7, and 1. Okay, yes, Xaxes, yay!
Wow.
GG.
Math is for blockers.
GG. I left on top a Besmirch.
Ah, Besmirch.
Yeah.